this desk and this desk are going to be one piece or maybe two identical pieces, a little bit wider, a little bit longer, and it's going to fit the most ultimate dual couples gaming setup ever. And I think you're pretty excited about it.
How are you feeling about these meatballs?
You got a double fist?
They're good.
Hello? Where did you go?
I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find carts?
No.
You mean all of those carts?
I went to the exit.
Pretty sure this is for two people.
So where'd you park?
In this parking lot?
There he goes, not knowing where he parked. That's a lot of knowledge of where you parked.
Update time. So we got the two tables. We're on the way back to, oh, there's IKEA. We're on the way back to home, not our home, but old home, parents' home, because they have all the big saws and stuff that we can use to cut everything, unlike we have at our little studio apartment. How heavy were the tables?
Pretty heavy. Relatively heavy.
Relatively. One person should not be carrying them, but here we are.
What?
So I did not expect these. I didn't think about they have their own proprietary leg system, but it shouldn't be an issue. It looks like they come out pretty easy, and we can either just chop right here, or we can chop off on both sides and make it smaller that way. But I think we're going to use our own legs for the entire build, but I guess we'll make that decision and get back to it and then make the cuts. The cuts are done. All right, that's day one. We got the goods in the back.
The potato salad in my lap.
And all the cuts went well. We're gonna be figuring out what to do with the tabletop specifically in the coming days, but we'll figure that out because it's gonna be a surprise.
So what are we doing today?
So what we're doing today is we are carving out some of the pieces. If you can see, it's kind of like a plank of wood on a butcher block table. We're gonna chisel these out, or at least try to. We've never chiseled before, to be quite honest, but we're gonna do our best job to chisel out pieces of it, and then we're gonna resin pour in whatever we chisel out and use 2 different types of macaw powder in 2 different colors.
Sweet.
Yeah. And currently, the time is 2:43. So apparently the dry time is 8 hours for non-stickiness with this art resin. So we're gonna try and get it done today, hopefully. Somewhere, somehow, we've seen a video on chiseling. It wasn't the most exciting thing, and we literally don't know what we're doing when it comes to it, but we're gonna try our best. We gotta pick out which ones that we want to take out too. I don't know which ones exactly are gonna come out, but we kind of want to do like a good pattern and not too much, because we don't want this taking all day.
I've never done this before. I'm kind of nervous.
Just go for it. Wait.
It's working. It's just really slow. Oh yeah. Okay. Broke ground.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Cool. There it is. It's done.
Boys work. Girls work. Boys work. Girls work. All right, and we're back. So we finished, obviously, that one right there. Well, not finished like resin, but finished cutting it out, and that one right there. It was a lot longer than we expected.
It's been 3 hours.
I think we're kind of bad at this, but it's okay. The resin pour is going to have to wait until we can actually get some more of it done. We might just end up not doing as many of those.
Maybe one right here.
Maybe just one more.
Or stripes.
Or stripes, yeah, like across the entire thing. So we got some thinking to do. But in all honesty, for how tough it was and how good these actually came out, like you can see like that. I'm pretty proud of us for not being woodworkers. You need some legs? We got them.
We're gonna put these legs on.
All right, well, what a week it's been. Things have been a little bit slower than we thought, but as you can see, it is most definitely resin day, at least for one of the tables. And we also got the legs on. And I think it's looking pretty spiffy with the legs on, but I'm not gonna tease too much until it's all resined up and done together. Keep in mind, we don't have anywhere fancy like a studio to do this. We're doing this in our little apartment. So one of the things to take into consideration is we've made a resin desk before, and one of the biggest things was dust getting in it, even though we actually had a mildly controlled area. So we're making some weird tin foil sculpture, at least Bree is.
We're dealing with cat hair here, so I'm trying my best
to make a little shelter once we've, had it start to dry, and then burn everything off with a torch. You're doing a great job. And just as further reference, this is our own little personal adventure, and we are always open to hearing comments about how we can do things better. And, we're not smoke and mirrors. If this does not turn out, this table is going to turn into a full pour resin table, because we've already done one of those. We know how to do it. This just seemed a little bit more creative and fun.
Fun.
I've been requested to turn my hat backwards. It's not a weird style thing. I swear I don't do that.
There's nothing wrong with doing that.
We're gonna.
The shadows are in your face.
You're in my face.
No.
All right, we're gonna put the the macaw powder, or the mica powder in first.
Macaw!
That's amazing. And then this resin art that we got, we have read up on it. It says non-toxic, it's no fumes or anything. So we're gonna go ahead and do this inside. And I mean, if you never saw this, then we probably died. Right. That is actually not open yet. All right. With this, it said it was a 1-to-1, 1-to-1 ratio, and you got to be real certain not to mess that up, even though we're not measuring in any discernible way. We're too cool for that. The king of eyeballing right here.
Oh my gosh, this is such a small cup. Is this too much?
I don't know. Let it expand a little. Whoa. Okay, so maybe we got a little excited.
Literally scooping it back in with a spoon. One second.
Everybody's favorite time, budget time!
Budget time!
So, in your estimation, because we wanted this to be a budget build that anybody could do, how much did everything cost?
Let's see.
The desk, maybe.
The desks were like $100. If anything, they were like a few dollars over $100
Each?
each.
Okay.
The legs were like $38, and I'm probably remembering an imaginary number, but it was around 38 or like no more than 45 probably.
It'll be up on the screen.
Okay. The resin, $30 for the resin itself, and then the macaw powder. One of them we already had, but we bought another one for like $15.
I think it's cheap. I think it's like $8.
$8.99. And
Discount time!
what else did we buy?
That's it.
That was it. Foxy, no? Right.
And he's out. It's the end of the build. As you probably already know, it took us what should have been maybe a week at most. What I assume would take most people a week, about a month. It's been a weird time, and we hope you're all staying safe and inside, and this will definitely help us stay inside. Basically, the notable mentions for this build, being our first, YouTube desk build, carving out wood is a lot harder than we expected. It was the hardest part of this entire build. It blew out our forearms, it blew out our fingers, and it was a lot of fun, to be honest, to just be scared of ruining the desk that you're trying to make with no experience at all. But that is part of the adventure, isn't it? Let us know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe. It's our first video on YouTube. And thanks for watching.